I'm over here in Cedar Heights, near Cedar Heights and Lamar, um, in Lamar Township, near Salona. Here at Cedar Hill Cemetery. It says it's the only mausoleum in Clinton County. That's what it says, but I'm not sure. But this is 150 years since this cemetery was founded. Might as well say. I'm going to say dig up, but that doesn't. This is a 4th edition and 5th edition. This cemetery has my and my pappin on my mom's side. The first adult that was in this graveyard was one of the board members that founded this graveyard. I'm not going to name names or anything because I can't remember them at this time, but I'm going to leave you know about them. Leave everybody know. This is to have so many different sections in it to keep at them seems like every 20 years during the time when it first opened. This one might be a two-parter, but because this is such a big cemetery, and every year every 10 or 20 years they keep adding on. But this is a rare cemetery for many different reasons. They have a soldier square. They have one of the first mausoleums, or the only mausoleum in Clinton County. They have an office back here, and they have several different names for each of these squares that I'm in. A little bit of history. Some of the graves, these graves back. Some of these graves might outstend the graveyard were from 1868. So they moved several graves from different cemeteries in here from 20 to 40 years before them cemeteries, the graves, from different cemeteries. But here's the rear. I'm up here because of one thing. I'm coming over here. You see this area without the tombstones coming up out of the ground. It's an animal cemetery. Oh, no, this ain't the animal cemetery, but there is an animal cemetery here. This is the low-lying area where you can, the wood section, green lawn. This is sorry. That was my mistake, but I'll leave it in. This is a low-lying area where you can bury your ashes from one area. You don't have to get these big tombstones back there. The office and shed was put in here not long ago. This is one of the largest cemeteries in Clinton County, and they own a lot of land up here. I think it's 24.4 acres, and they kept adding more on afterwards. Or I'm not sure. I might be wrong on the acreage, but it's one of the largest ones. This is one time was old forest land. Then there was an incident down in Mississippi. They brought the bodies of some of them in incidents in Mississippi up here to this graveyard. It was said they were later removed. Green lawn section and yeah, I'm taking a little walk out this way. I'm here at mausoleum, an area for you to park your car. On the side of the building, it says, "Lord is my shepherd," and a nice decoration out of stone with a sheep and the Lord on it. On the side of the building, the mausoleum, the names of people who buried here. Probably wonder why I'm out here walking around. A lot of these are World War soldiers. Gary Neff and Ronald Neff. Kessler, Gilmore. I'm gonna check the other side out. Made out of marble. Coarse marble. This is fine marble. Yeah. Burkett. I'm gonna go in the grass so I can get a little bit better look. Frable or one of them's open. This is the single crypt. It's open for a reason. This shows you what the display of what it looks like inside the crypt. They show you that they do this for a reason. Yeah, I think they even have it open so people could crawl in there and lay in there. But there's another reason why I'm here at the cemetery too. So I'm just showing you that I walked away from the mausoleum. The mausoleum's up this way, but I think I'm going right over there, right over in that section right there. I just hope you could have read that. I think I made a mistake and kept it close up, but I'm just showing you what the mausoleum and everything is. I'm here, up here because of this. The animal cemetery is called Resting Paws here in Cedar Hill. They don't really have. Doesn't look like there's any animals in here right now, but they might be. But this is the display. Here's where the animals would go if they pass on. But I don't see any areas where they're buried at. Got a solo tree in between. Maybe sharing this might give people ideas about the cemetery. Show you what it looks like. All right. Well, this is the pet cemetery. I don't see any graves in it in this time, but there might be. They just started this, just last year, or maybe I read in a 2017 article about it. So I think if they needed to add on more, they have this section here and that section, which is the green section, or the one section here. I think if they wanted to, if they needed to, they would add out there. At one time, I'm going to tell you, after done here, looked like there was a building here at one time at this section. Up here by the dogs. I'm gonna give you a different view of the mausoleum. from where I'm standing, from up there near the animal section. At one time, this was all wooden areas, and the first person that was, as I said, the first person was buried was one of the owners of the cemetery here. Really, maybe every 10, 20 years, people donated money to, they had another section on, then another section, and another section. I mean, I'm gonna go over to the Soldier Square next, but I'm just gonna go down showing the additions and names. This is the 6th edition right here on the back here. I know there might be other people other people you guys know that's been in here, buried in here, and I know other people looking for other graves and stuff, and it's kind of interesting. I'm gonna look around for a minute. Here's an interesting grave with the deer on it. I'm just trying to show you the different sections. I'm not like over here. That's a 5th edition here on this side. Some of these graves go way back, but the reason why I'm over here now is going to show you this bench. Many people buy benches to put it right beside their grave so they can have respect for everybody in there, that they're respect for everybody in their family. They range from stone to wood, but they mainly make it out of marble so they last longer or much longer. There's several different other graveyards I noticed too. You can come in here and we're dressed to come in here. No, it's just last name dress. I'm joking around. I shouldn't be joking about the cemetery. Here's the 6th edition. I know I brought it back. I keep forgetting to take it back and forth. Gonna give you a quick view of this section here. Give you a little bit closer view. Give you a little bit closer view. The reason why I'm over here, giving you a closer view of this, because inside them 2 trees in the woods there is a lot more. Might be some of the older graves. It has a nice looking pillar in there. There's several pillars off to the side, small ones, not like the ones in some of the graves, and like the one down in Macklehattan there. Give you a view on this side of where I'm located. This is the back of the woods, back near where the woods would have started. You have to eat. Oh, I have some turkeys in the background. Oh, nice looking tombstone there. In this section right here, we're walking up through here before the. I was with some people, and they asked me to do a handstand. I did a handstand, and yeah, I came down my belly, and my wallet was inside. Oh, one with a train on it. There's several areas here. So, nice looking tree sunsets as such. I was told this was Soldier Square, but this is where my Pappin is buried, I think, in one of these areas. I don't know. In and near here, anyhow. Maybe I'm wrong. It's right next to Soldier Square. These Trestlers here, and Chester, A, Jenny. This is Robert and Irene is my pap and Graham on my mom's side. They both died the same year, a couple months between each other. Moses and alright, I'm gonna go up in between here, show you that section right up there. But there's a little things up here. Little gravestones right here. Probably the oldest that doesn't really have the name of it. Albright, Christine. Yeah, one of the older ones, oldest ones, 1879. Probably the oldest ones are down there. Oh, there's an old rock down there. Yeah, an old rock. Burnell they have their name on it on a sandstone, much like the mountainsides. But be careful, you walk too far, you might end up on the road or in the fishing creek. Alright, I'm here up above them trees now, showing you that cross that I seen earlier. Sorry I'm out of breath. I just climbed that hill over there. Showing some of these old graves is in the original cemetery, like these ones right here. That's a strange cemetery plot there. Showing these old stones. One of the original areas. It has a pillar right there. I'm gonna go down. Oh, one of them tilted over and he's fixed. Brought back up. They're not easy to lift up. They're kind of heavy. All right. There's a big pillar there. But now I'm going to go down and show you the different names of the cemetery. Some of it can be kind of funny. That's why I'm doing it. Yeah, the pump section. You want to know why the pump section? There's why it's a pump section. There's a pump in here. You probably saw them had pump up. They're going to pump up the graves. All right. Central Square. Well, we're not in New York City in this place. This is one of the older sections too. I still have more signs to show you, but I just showing you this is where it first started in this section. You can see from how old the tombstones are, almost tombstones, kind of weird. Tombstones are, and right over there by that ash tree or maple. There are several old ones. I'll go check after I get these two signs down here. Just triangle section. Must be the Triangle Park, but I wouldn't want this to be the park to be playing in. Over here, the last section I seen was a 4th edition. I'm gonna get a part 2 on this and film the other section here, but I'm gonna start right down at the bottom here where them signs are.